September 9th, 2018, the Peterson Coulee Hare Scramble. And we are off. Oh yeah. Getting out in fourth place, I think. A little slippery, rough, grassy track section. Guy in front of me goes on, spoiler, he goes on to win our class, 35 plus masters class. Track conditions were absolutely primo. Couple days of rain prior, had everything forming up nice. No dust to eat like last year. And here we go. Go, 1 minute on the clock. And President Trump standing by to support us. Okay, a little further on, a little open section out of the trees. Again, it's rough. I didn't do the practice day, so without somebody right in front of me, I'm not 100% sure of what's coming up. Trouble staying on the course for some reason. And this dude. Oh yeah, apologize for that creaking weird noise. I bought a turntable and I was gonna try and throw out some beats for the clubs, and it was making funny noises through the whole thing. Yeah, actually my helmet was making some weird creak, and my right hand guard was loose and wobbling, so between those two, kind of stuck with it, so just focus on the sweet sound of the two-stroke. So yeah, here I'm back up, the white guy who wins the class got by this guy, so now I'm up there, and whoa, quick left behind this dude and trying to figure out where to go. Look at that dirt. Oh yeah. Thanks to the rain, the creek actually has water in it. Oh yeah, little two-stroke wheelie. So now I'm just hitting up into the woods. Fun little section, which apparently after the carnage from the open sea class, they diverted us around this after this lap. So lined up today at the race with two of my good riding buddies, so that's always fun when you got two of them in the lineup with you. And knowing that at any point I would have one or both of them behind me looking to try and get by. So that's me making vain attempts to get Mr. Stand there to let me by, but ultimately it's his prerogative if he wants to keep going, which he did. So we just continue on, and oh, he has a little issue there. I'm more concerned about the guys behind me getting closer and closer. He's just loose and limber. Good for a trail ride. Man, that sounds annoying, but fun, nice tight little oak section. Log hop. Oh, so this is a little bit later on there, and at this point I'd had another kid out of Open C Junior A blow by on his motocross bike, so I was able to get around the stand-up guy. So there's Mr. Moto. Still Mr. Moto in front of me. He's not quite as quick in the woods as he is in the open stuff. Mr. Moto. Yeah, nice. They actually mark some of the rocks. Alright, here we drop into this fun little ravine type thing, washout. And I'm not sure why he felt the need to get off his bike there, but it's not that hard to get up. Two-stroke, just chugging nicely, no issues. So now that I know there's got to be an old man lingering around me close by this point. I can sense it. And there he is. Yeah.
There he is.
But you'll notice on this lap there's actually ribbon here. So we'll call the guy in front of me we'll call him the old ghost. So now I gotta stick with him. Don't want him getting too far ahead of me. His fancy white boots. Flashy gear, white and red. So coming into scoring here, I'm just trying to keep the old guy in sight. Okay, so now we're back. This is going all the way fast forward, the end of lap 2. Coming through here, and the tape is down. How could that be? Oh, look at that. Somebody got tangled in the tape and ended up in the woods. Now I gotta get going. He's gonna get back on the trail, and I gotta deal with him again soon.
Thanks, bud.
I don't know if he's picking berries in there or what, but. So that's wrapping up lap 2. So just under 50, or just over 50 minutes on the clock. Time for the final lap. Got a boogie. Here's the Prez again. Give me strength there, Mr. Prez. So now I'm moving on. We're starting to catch up with lappers. And I know that the old ghost in his fancy gear is not far behind. So I'm just trying to pick it up, bouncing my way through the rough stuff. So coming through here allows you to see back up the course from behind, so I catch a glimpse there. So he's right behind me. And you know what they say, never let an old guy behind you. So I'm just doing my best. Trying to get through this rough stuff. Slippery grass and rough. And basically try and get up in the woods, ride clean, and hopefully get around lappers as quick as possible. Here's where the course got diverted right there. We could kept this fast open section to just carry some speed through. And another, okay, so again, lappers. Thankfully he was pulled over. So, got the kid on a little 85R, or 150R, sorry, and another guy, good. Okay, so these guys both end up nicely out of my way, so that worked out for me, but I don't think it worked out for the old ghost there very well. Oh yeah, go, go, go. Just a fun course, as usual. Yeah, I mean, the audio makes it sound like my bike's falling apart, but it's not. Oh, here's a fun hill. Yeah, despite loaning it to my brother-in-law a couple weekends ago, he did his best to try and destroy it. So yeah, so for this race, my pipe has 2 cracks in it. My brake lever is broken and sitting in a funny position. And my front fender is twisted to one side and down, so every time I went over any kind of a minor jump, my front wheel rubbed on the fender. See, that's what you have to watch for. There's a lot of these little open sections and then it drops suddenly, and if you're not kind of really on it. So, coming down, I think this is working down the hill to, yeah. Oh, up to the little, this is one of the rockier climbs. Right there is a small tree that was knocked over by someone, probably with motocross bars. I was actually getting almost nauseous in this area. There's that little log hop again. All the back and forth. Oh, nice. Oh, quad people. See, isn't that a little freaky? Like you come up out of the woods and suddenly there's people sitting on quads just kind of lurking. And then you have to go back into the safety of the woods, like into the single track, because they can't follow you. They just kind of hover around the fringes because their big machines can't go in this stuff. So the best thing to do if you see quad people like that is just to scoot back into the woods. Sometimes they try and entice you with a cooler full of icy drinks or coolness, but just keep going. Get back to the woods. I think the only thing freakier really would be to come out of the woods and see somebody on the Spider, you know, the Can-Am Spider three-wheelers. Sitting there. Oh, yeah. People with balance issues. This is another little fun climb there. But actually had a pretty good rut. Okay, so this is the descent, I think, starting down. Oh, maybe not. Obviously not. Now that's an uphill. Another climb. Climb with a turn or two. Okay. Obviously it wasn't. Now we're dropping, yes. And, oh, there. I think. Had trouble finding my my brake lever. Okay, now I know I got people on my tail, and we're coming across the open flats down to the creek, and I know there's a bunch of people behind me, and not totally sure exactly who's who. So it's time to give a shiver through the creek. Before we get back into the woods on the other side. Okay, so there's definitely a couple coming. But now I'm able to get a glimpse over. Got a couple young huntresses on their KX100s or 85s that are moving up quick from the open sea class. So at some point, it's going to be time to let them by and just hopefully tuck in and hotline and let them kind of lead us in, and hopefully I can keep the old white ghost off my tail. Figure here's a good spot, just pull them, let them by, and go. And this ends up being one of the most fun parts of the race, because these girls rip, and it's about the perfect pace for me. Kind of motivated me to pick it up. It's always fun to have somebody else in sight. And proving that the little small displacement two-stroke can be a real weapon in the woods when the kid's got the right skill set, and these girls obviously do. They finished top, I think, second and third in open sea with 27 riders, so hats off. I'm just thinking I gotta go because I know that old guy's lurking behind me. And the nice thing with them, they don't have to duck under those trees like some of us. Nice. Nice little view. Creaking. And another lapper out of the way. What's actually handy though, to see coming up, having a little zingers there in front of you, is that little high pitch is a good way to get lappers out of the way when they come. Here we are back to the ravine. There you go. A little high-pitched buzzing. Looks a lot easier when you don't have a motocross guy trying to get up that hill. So the good thing there is that there's the bear. The old ghost there behind me might end up having to deal with that person, the lapper, his way. Yeah, I was just talking about how much fun it was getting behind them to follow in. Just perfect. Perfect way to bring it into the last third. Alright. Coming in with the tires. Tires and the missing tape that someone decided to ride through and tangle himself up in. Still laying there. And just bringing it home. Coming up to the scoring bin. Woo! That was fun. And I'm just waiting for the old ghost to appear. The race is over. Wow, that was nice. That was fun. Conditions were perfect. Course was great. Ah, there he is. Boom.
You're good. Thanks, bud.
Always fun getting to ride with friends.